Hey guys, happy Thursday. So while puppy is sleeping on the couch, I wanted to pop on here. Dr. Renee here, by the way. I wanted to pop on because I want to give you guys a tip as far as something natural that you can do if you have anxiety. And I don't know, with like 40 million Americans have anxiety or more, and it's really prevalent amongst children and teens. And we have to ask, what naturally can we do aside from going to the doctor and hopping on a prescription for anxiety, right? So believe it or not, there is a new study out as early as earlier this month from UC Berkeley that showed that your sleep, can impact your anxiety levels, but not only your sleep, what kind of sleep. So I'm going to make it really super general. There is the awake state, there is light sleep, there is deep sleep, and there is REM sleep. So REM is when you're dreaming, and you think that's the most restorative, but it's not, because when you're dreaming in REM state, your body can still move, your eyes are rapidly moving, it's rapid eye movement, and your brain's really active, okay? Whereas deep sleep, everything's pretty much shut down, but the connections in your brain are really highly synchronized, okay? So that is the most restorative type of sleep. So they found in this study that people that got adequate amounts of deep sleep, so I have this ring called the Aura Ring. Sorry, puppy bite here. This measures my sleep every night. My husband just got a Wooble, a different sleep tracking device. There are some studies that say that your sleep trackers are going to increase your anxiety levels because you're worried so much about your sleep. I totally don't worry about my sleep. I use it as feedback the next morning as far as how much deep sleep I got. So it actually breaks it down how much deep sleep and how much REM sleep and how much light sleep I got. Now, I'm not affiliated with Aura. I'm not pushing Aura. It's kind of an expensive ring. But for my performance, as far as working out and my brain function the next day, I really want to make sure that I was getting the right amount of sleep. And if I wasn't, I was going to hack my sleep and try to figure out why I wasn't sleeping so well. And I still do that. And there's still times when I wake up in the morning, do I always get the best sleep? No. But I can try to figure out why I didn't get a good night's sleep and try to change something the next day. Anyhow, so it says that if you don't get your adequate amount of deep sleep, you actually can increase your anxiety level by 30%. Okay, so if you have underlying anxiety anyhow, and you want to control it, get a good night's sleep, okay? There are certain things that you probably shouldn't do right before bed, such as eat, perhaps exercise. That might actually impair your ability to sleep. Everyone's different, but eating, drinking alcohol will impair your sleep. So if you find that you're not getting good sleep, you might want to make sure you don't do any of those. And then, obviously people stress at night. They're stressed, they're not going to get sleep. So of course, when you start doing that, you're not going to get sleep. Put some earbuds in and put some guided meditation on until you fall asleep. That might help. If you think of things in the middle of the night, have a journal next to your bed, wake up. I don't encourage putting the light on in the middle of the night. That's not going to help. But if you have to, or by your phone light, write down something that you're thinking of if you're afraid you're going to forget it in the next morning. There are certain things that keep people up and impair their ability to sleep. But, if you are staying up to midnight just because you like to watch TV, and then you're getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you don't feel well rested and you're really anxious the next day, chances are you're not getting enough deep sleep. And maybe you should stop watching that television and go to bed. Or if you can sleep in later, but most people can't. You gotta get up and go to work, right? So, and what they found actually, they actually imaged the people's brains, and they found that with less of that deep sleep, the emotional part of our brain was more overactive, and the part of the prefrontal cortex, of the front of the brain, that was more in control of, that was of controlling your emotions was quieter. So your emotional part of your brain was more lit up, regulates, prefrontal regulates our emotions, lowering your activity. But then there's a deeper part of your brain that's the emotional that was overactive. So there is science behind, they imaged the brains of people that didn't sleep as well, and they found that there was a correlation in parts of the brain that weren't as active if they didn't get sleep. So, this is the reason I'm doing this video. It's a simple little hack that you can personally do yourself. And that's why I'm coming out so public about functional medicine. I was on the news. more people need to know, one, there's doctors like me out there that can help them naturally, but it does require work on your part. Yeah, you are going to have to take ownership of your sleep and be like, okay, what can I do to help my sleep at night? Because I don't want to take anxiety medications, or because I'm on the verge of needing them, but if I can do something to help, I want to do it. Sleep. Okay? Be asleep. I call myself the sleep Nazi. I'm the sleep Nazi. I need my sleep. I need to be asleep, ideally in bed by 9 o'clock at night. Because you guys know, if you watch my Instagram, I'm up early in the morning. I'm working out, or I'm meditating, or I'm doing my red light therapy. I have things to get done before my children get out of bed from me time. And sleep is really important. So that's one thing I totally don't, it's non-negotiable for me, is my sleep. Okay? Anyhow, I hope that helped. Also with anxiety, we also have to think of diet. Foods are a huge thing with increasing your anxiety level. I always say if your gut's not happy, you're not going to be happy. So, but that's like a huge topic that I'm not going to get into today. But anyhow, I just want to remind you guys that only a little over a week left of November. I did have a discount of $50 off initial consult with me, and it's running out. I have reserved some spots for tomorrow as far as doing calls to see if it's a right fit for people to work with me. But then after that, I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more in November because I'm going to Florida on Saturday. So how much, they didn't go into how much deep sleep, Amy. I think that's all individual. I think, ideally, for me, I think on my Aura, I get like a little red if it's like less than an hour and a half. So definitely get a red if it's less than 2. You might be okay, Amy. I'm not sure how accurate your watch is. Different trackers are like, if you, for instance, I used to have trackers on my phone that I have to put on my bed, and those aren't as sensitive as this. It's actually, it's got little sensors on the inside, and my husband has a watch that he wears. So maybe you have the same watch as he does. Less than 2, if you're getting close to 2, that's actually pretty good. I'm not sure if you have anxiety, but that's actually not too bad. So if you're still having anxiety, you might have to, you might want to consider other things. And guys, I'm not saying like, oh gosh, there's always other reasons for your anxiety. I'm sorry. But you really should like think like, okay, so if I have anxiety, is there something else that might be contributing to it? Especially if it's gotten worse, okay? Just throwing it out there. So the pharmacy's calling me that the cat's prescription's ready. All right, guys. I just want to let you know that I am doing calls tomorrow, and then I'm going to be out of commission, so that $50 off in the month of November will probably go by the wayside. If you are interested, I will attach the application below under this video. Fill it out, and then I'll review it to see if even a call is necessary. If it doesn't look like functional medicine is a good fit for you via your application, then I save us both times. But if it looks like a good fit, we hop on the call. I do not give any medical advice in the clarity calls. I just see if I kind of delve into what's going on with you a little deeper on the phone, and then I figure out if it's something I can help you with. Okay, hope that helped. I'll be back soon. I'll be going to Florida on Saturday, but I will pop in and do a live video too for you guys, because I love teaching, and I have some other exciting things coming up that I'll keep you posted on. So, all right guys, talk to you soon. Bye.